Hi guys, it's Angela from BellaGracie Soapworks. We're going to make some more bath truffles because I just cannot get enough of them. I have a big order that's due, and so we're going to top them with some pretty soap puffs on the top. And these are going to be scented with sweet pea and strawberry, so they're real girly and feminine. So what I have in here is I have citric acid, I have baking soda, I added in some ground up oatmeal and some Laugh-N-All for bubbles because I want these to fizz and bubble, give a nice big luxurious fluffy bubble bath effect, but I also want it to smell good and be extra moisturizing with cocoa butter. So what I'm doing is just mixing up everything, trying to get all the lumps out, and we are going to add, first of all, we are going to add fragrance. To do that, I'll start first with Nature's Garden, which I don't know if you can see that. It's sweet pea, and when you add these fragrances, you don't need to use a lot. I usually use about 4 to 6 mils, and you can pretty much smell if you're there or not. You don't want to. You can't go past the FDA, the fragrance board's recommended requirements, and this is well within that. This one is actually strawberry. It's from Brambleberry. When I got the package, it had exploded, so the label is kind of bad, but the fragrance is great. So we've got sweet pea and strawberry. Oh, it's nice and floral and fruity and fresh. I want just a little bit more strawberry. There we go. That's going to be our fragrance on this one. And then we also want to add color today, and I want it a real bright pink. This is called red mica, but I believe it will turn a nice pink just because of the color of all my other ingredients. So I'm going to start with a little bit, and if I need more, then we will add more. So let's start adding some of that in and mixing it around. And bath truffles are not fussy. They're not hard to work. You can use any recipe you want. Just make sure that you only use as much color, the minimum amount of color that you need to get what you're looking for, because you can, like I've said in my first video, hope you watched it, you can turn people colors if you're not careful. So this looks like a pretty nice color. Let's get that kind of mixed in there. The fragrance is great. I don't know, what do you think? Should I go a little bit darker? Well, no, because by the time you add the cocoa butter, it'll darken it up. So I'm feeling pretty good about that color. I don't know about you guys, but I love sweet peas. Love them. I used to have a boss that had a fence full of sweet peas, and she would bring armloads in and put them on everybody's desk, and the whole office just smelled amazing. So whenever I smell sweet peas, I always think of her. Okay, so now we're ready to use our cocoa butter. Remember, cocoa butter, you want to warm up slowly because it smells amazing until you warm it up too fast, and then it kind of gets stinky, a little bit over the edge. There you go. Try to get all that goodness out of there. There we go. And mix, mix, mix. Let's see how the color looks now. Oh, that's kind of pretty. I like that color. You really want to smash it in there because you've got all those dry bits underneath. Hope you can see that. Let me look at my camera again to make sure. Looks like I'm good. There we go. That actually does have a really good kind of strawberry color, doesn't it? Oh. And when you add that fragrance in with the scent of the cocoa butter, that kind of chocolatey goodness, that so decadent. It's almost like chocolate covered strawberries. Oh my god, that sounds so good. All right, keep really smashing it up, smashing it up, smashing it up. You want all that goodness really pushed into every single particle of your mixture. And see, there's still some dry bits when you tip it over. That's how you can tell if you're doing all right. You tip it over, if it looks, yeah, see there's a little bit of, you can see the dry, so you just got to keep smashing it in there until it's well incorporated. You might see a few little brown spots. That's just where some of the oatmeal didn't get all the way ground as hard as it should have. Oops, lost some. Sorry, floor. Okay, I think we're good here. Yeah, I think we're good. So I'm just going to cap the color because I have a tendency of losing things. They fall and break. Breakage yesterday. I'm so mad. And I've got this tray over here. I'm just going to move over and I'll push this back. This is the cup that I'm going to use for actually molding these. I don't know if you saw me do that in my first video, but pretty much the first one never wants to turn out right because it's got that extra cocoa butter. So I'm going to fix it this time. And I'm going to see what I mean? And before I put my hands anywhere near this, let me go get gloves on because this is going to be put into a retail establishment and I want to be as sanitary as possible. So give me a second. All set and ready to go. Now I can clean off my spoon and get all that extra cocoa butter out without fear of contaminating. So basically, grab a spoon, shove it in there, and you want to give it a good pressing down because you want these packed tightly. And then, let's see if I got you in the frame all right. Yeah, I think so. Then you give it a good whack. Oh, that one turned out pretty good. There's still an edge here that didn't come through. But I think by the time that we put our drizzle on top and our decoration, it should be okay. So I'm going to leave that one for now. The next one should be a lot cleaner. Seems like the first one's always the problem child, huh? Okay, we're pressing this one down. And ready? See that? Second one's always beautiful. Alright, so I'm going to do one more, and then I'll do the rest off camera, so this video isn't like 40 minutes long. And you just give it a good push down. You get the idea, right? It's not hard to do. Give it the old smack down. Ta-da. Alright, so that being worked out, let's move on to the next phase, and that is, in this bowl, I've just got a tiny bit, not even, I don't even think I have a quarter cup of each baking soda or, baking soda and citric acid. And I still have got my warmed cocoa butter. So I just want this to be a drizzle. So I'm going to give less than a third of a cup. And I have a little tiny wooden skewer that I'm just going to stir with. And what we want this to be, can you see this okay? Let's see, there you go. We want this to be drizzle. So we want it really thin. That looks pretty good, right? Yeah. We want this to be really thin. And, you know, I actually have, it's kind of yellow color. I actually have some titanium dioxide that I could put in there just to whiten it up a little bit. Once it dries, it'll be pretty white. No, I'm going to leave it. Once it dries, it'll be pretty white, so I'm not going to worry about that for right now. And, you know, this might be one of those moments where I'll find out later on, huh, maybe I should have done it differently. Anyway, so all you want to do is take a little spoonful and just drizzle. Just drizzle. Just put a little drizzle over the top. And when you get good at it, like I'm not, I get more on the paper than I do actually on the on the little truffle, but I mean, well, let's just make polka dots then. Oh, you guys are pitiful, but you'll be pretty when I finish with you. Alright, a little bit more. I want it to sort of drip off the edge and kind of, you know, make it look like pastry that's just, oh my gosh, you just want to eat it. Don't eat it though, please don't eat it. I don't want you to say, oh, Angela told us to eat it, it was not good for us. Alright, so then I made these little puffs the other day. I think you saw them in the video. These are cured now and ready to go. So I'm going to just pick one up and put it on one of the damp spots. Give it a little push down, just like that, and nestle that in there because as that cocoa butter dries, it will hang on to them really tight. And of course, we want the glitter, so I'm going to sprinkle them full of glitter. Oh my gosh, they're hope you can see how glittery they are. Now, these we have to leave sit for a while because they're soft, so you don't want to move them around a lot. But what happens when you do move them, all this down here, that I've spilled, it'll get hard too, so they'll just easily move away from that, and they'll be really clean and tight. Now, the one last thing I think I want to do is I think I'd like to add a few more pink pearls, because I don't want them just only on the puff. So let's just give a few extra shakes. Love it. Now I'm going to see if I can zoom in so you can see it, and I really want you guys to give me your comments and tell me what you think. This is all new to me, and I may not be the best at it, but I love making these things. I just love how they turn out, and even better when you're in the bathtub, they are so amazing. So I hope that you can see them. Let me back up a little bit, and I can't really tell from my camera. It's taller than I am, so yeah, they still look dark even though I have this giant light on top of them, but there they are. And maybe on the next video I'll show you what they look like when they're all packaged. I have some packaged from the last video which I can get and show you real quick. In fact, I'll do that. Be right back. Okay, so these are the ones we just created right now, and these are the ones we just created on the previous video, and they're all wrapped up and packaged now, and gosh, they're so beautiful. People just love these. I love these. Is it terrible that I love my own products so much? I don't know. Anyway, that's the end of this little video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please come visit me at bellagraciesoapworks.com. Please click the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and press the little bell so you can become notified whenever I start a new video. So thanks again for watching. It's always a pleasure to talk with you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Alright, bye.